Hello, this is Trevor Lewis, and this is another video from the Voyager Middle School STEAM Lab. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using xDesign, and we're going to use the sweep feature and extrude to make a hook that goes on the wall. While we're working on this, one of the things that we need to think about is we need to consider how this will 3D print. So I'm going to just draw a circle on the XY plane, and I'm going to take the line tool and I'm going to make this circle look a little bit more like something. I'm going to start on the edge and go to the center, and I'm going to do that twice to make it a little bit Pac-Man like. Now I could erase this edge here by using the snipping tool, but you don't have to. If I drag across it with the snipping tool, it'll erase that edge. Actually, I think that was called trim or extend. Yes. So I'm going to extrude this to make a plate that goes on the wall. It doesn't need to be that far. It doesn't need to be that direction. I'm going to only go a few millimeters to give it a little bit of a thickness. And now I have a Pac-Man type shape. So what I need to do for this, to finish this off, is I need to make a way of attaching it to the wall and something that sticks out from it. So I'm going to put it up on the wall like this. And so I need to make some sort of hook that I can hang something on. But I need to be careful because when I actually 3D print it, I'm going to 3D print it like this. And if the hook comes out horizontally like a capital T, that's going to be an overhang. If it goes up like a capital Y, that'll be okay, because my printer can print up to 20 degrees above the horizontal. So that'll be fine. But I definitely don't want it to come down like this, because that's definitely going to cause an overhang. So let's go ahead and draw in my hook shape. I'm going to grab this plane right here, which is the YZ plane, and I'm going to go back to my sketch tools, and I could either use straight lines or I could use a spline if I want a curved surface. And I'm going to start in this area here, and I'm going to click on this side here so I can look straight on. I do probably want it to go right up to the face, so I'm going to make sure I have that little selection there so I have that coincident constraint. So something like that is probably okay to print. Something like that is not okay. So you have to be a little bit careful about how you design it. You can add a little bit of fanciness to it. To stop a spline, you're going to hit escape on the keyboard. So if I look at it like that, that looks a little bit like something that I could deal with. If I want to give it a turn, I can kind of approximate what it will look like when it's on the wall. And you can see that there's definitely some ability to hang something on there. But it's got no thickness. So I have to close this sketch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a cross section, and I'm going to start it on this face here. You can use a circle, or you could use a polygon, or you could use a rectangle. It's really up to you. I'm going to use a circle, and I'm going to grab this plane right here by clicking on that. That way I've opened that area. I want to draw it approximately where the line is coming up so that the line pierces it, like so. If you have trouble sweeping it, you might want to try a smaller cross section or a less bendy shape. So I'm going to go to sweep, and it's already got that profile selected for me, so all I have to do is click on the path, and you get a sense of what it's going to look like. So you see that under advanced here, I'm set to auto merge, so it'll merge with what's underneath. I want to make sure that if I'm only going to put one hole to mount it, that my hole goes right above the hook. Otherwise, what will happen is the hook will swing. So if I set it like this and I put the hole here, this is going to swing underneath it because it'll pivot on that one attachment point. So you got to kind of plan that out, or either that or put two holes in. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to put my hole here. The way I'm going to do a hole is I'm going to draw my shape that I want to be a hole on this plane right here. I draw the shape, and then this time when I choose extrude, instead of going away, I'm going to flip the direction, and I could go a little bit or I could go more than I need to go. It doesn't really matter, but you do want to not add this to your object. You want to cut it, and that'll make a hole. So by switching to cut mode there, and I could even, if I wanted to go through all the way or anything like that, that would help. But if I just go blind that amount, it will go enough to make the hole. So that's my wall hook. Go ahead and try it out. You don't have to make a Pac-Man shape, but it is a very easy shape to make at first if you're trying that out. And then we'll do another video to see if we can check to see if there's any overhangs.